let's talk about that thing everyone struggles with but few truly understand: procrastination. It's fascinating how people think it's just laziness or poor time management, when in reality, it's a complex emotional regulation problem. When someone puts off an important task, they're not really avoiding the task itself, they're avoiding the negative emotions associated with it. Think about it. What happens in that moment when you decide to watch videos instead of working on that important presentation? Your brain is making a rational choice to feel good now rather than deal with the anxiety, self-doubt, or boredom that the challenging task might bring. It's actually a perfectly logical response, just one that prioritizes short-term emotional relief over long-term benefits. But here's where it gets really interesting: procrastination often stems from a perfectionist mindset. The fear of not doing something perfectly can be so paralyzing that doing nothing feels safer than risking failure. It's like being stuck in quicksand. The more one struggles against these feelings, the deeper they sink. So how does one break free from this cycle? The key isn't better time management apps or stricter schedules, it's about emotional management. Start by breaking down tasks into such ridiculously small steps that they feel almost impossible to fail at. Want to write a report? Start with opening the document. That's it. Just open it. The brain loves small wins, and each tiny success builds momentum. Another powerful technique is what psychologists call temptation bundling, pairing something you need to do with something you want to do. Like listening to a favorite podcast only while exercising, or having that fancy coffee only while working on difficult tasks. It's about making the process enjoyable rather than focusing solely on the outcome. Here's a counterintuitive tip: embrace imperfection. Set time limits for tasks and stick to them, even if the work isn't perfect. Done is better than perfect, and perfection is often the enemy of progress. Building self-compassion is crucial too, treating oneself with the same kindness one would offer a friend who's struggling. The most effective strategy might be the 5-minute rule, committing to just 5 minutes of work on the dreaded task. It's amazing how often those 5 minutes turn into 30 or more once the initial resistance is overcome. The hardest part of any task is usually just getting started. Remember that motivation doesn't precede action, it follows it. Waiting to feel motivated before starting is like waiting to feel fit before going to the gym. The feeling comes after taking that first step, not before it. And perhaps most importantly, understand that setbacks are normal. The goal isn't to eliminate procrastination entirely. That's unrealistic. The aim is to build better habits and responses when procrastination urges strike. It's about progress, not perfection. By viewing procrastination as an emotional regulation challenge rather than a time management issue, one can develop more effective strategies to overcome it. The next time that urge to delay strikes, remember, it's not about the task, it's about the feelings surrounding it. Address those feelings, and the task becomes much more manageable. Think of it as building a new relationship with work and productivity, one based on self-compassion, realistic expectations, and small, consistent steps forward. That's how lasting change happens, one tiny victory at a time.